Welcome to the Social Media Minute here on ESPN Radio, where we break down some of the hottest topics surrounding our beloved platforms. Coming up, how social media affects the news and corporate advertising you consume on a daily basis. First, the news. Live from ESPN Radio in Atlanta, I'm Espen Intersano. We start at the Signal, where a recent print issue divided opinions around Georgia State University's campus. The cover, which featured Peter Menettos, state chairman of the Young Republicans, received backlash from the student population.
People are ready to be outraged, at the sight of symbolism when, had they read the article, they'd know that, we're not promoting fascism or supporting or even, denouncing Donald Trump. The piece wasn't political at all. It was all about, a student who, has achieved a lot and is moving quickly in politics, and it's our responsibility to cover things like that.
The next Democratic debate is coming to Atlanta. After last week's debate in Ohio, Joe Biden extended his lead over Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren, who came under heavy fire throughout the evening. A recent CNN poll shows Biden controlling 34% of voter support. Warren and Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders find themselves battling for second place, polling at 19% and 16% respectively. The location remains unannounced. Popular rap artist Killer Mike recently spoke at Georgia State University. The artist spoke about his life and political views, which includes advocacy for gun ownership and support for Bernie Sanders.
Trade schools. I know that young people in this nation deserve to be educated, whether it's higher education through college or trade skills and education, and I believe that investing in you guys is the smartest thing I can do.
Killer Mike held a moderated Q&A after taking questions from reporters. Georgia State's recent Student Government Association university-wide meeting was plagued by controversy. Many members protested in favor of the location rotation bill, which was shot down by the Atlanta campus at a recent meeting. Atlanta Speaker of the House Kaylin Thomas was one of the protesters who attended the meeting via WebEx at the Alpharetta campus. Georgia State's football team is one win away from bowl eligibility. The team defeated the Army Black Knights 28-21 in rainy conditions on Saturday. The win improved the team's record to 5-2 on the season. The Panthers face fellow Sunbelt rival Troy at home this Saturday. State Representative Billy Mitchell of Stone Mountain announced Wednesday that he will introduce legislation when the House reconvenes in 2020. If passed, the legislation would allow collegiate athletes in the state to profit off their names and images. In a press release, Representative Mitchell said his legislation will mirror California's, which was recently signed into law by Governor Gavin Newsom. The World Series continues Friday. The Washington Nationals hold a 2-0 advantage over the Houston Astros, heading back to D.C. Social media. It is an integral part of our society nowadays. So how are media outlets utilizing platforms to expand their product? Saeed Ahmed, the senior editor of trends at CNN Digital, feels the term social media is outdated.
We have to stop using the word social media because that is media. So the sooner we stop doing that, the sooner we will stop even in our minds thinking, oh, I'm writing this story or I'm producing this piece for social. You are producing a piece. If your audience is coming to you for breaking sports news and you're giving them these long features, that's when you're falling short.
For Ahmed, the new trends in reader engagement on social media represent a promising future. And how are corporations adapting to this ever-changing environment? ESPN Radio's own Espen Intersano spoke with Brianna Doherty of Cox Media to learn more. Social media has given corporations a new way to develop their brands.
So one of the ways I would say that corporate America, especially in my job, is staying on top of that is doing social listening. There's a number of social media listening tools out there.
For corporations, social media is a new medium that must be advertised through.
Yeah, I would say with social media being the tool to kind of, I would say, wedge the gap between, am I connecting to my audience? It has definitely, I believe, pushed
In
higher.
Atlanta, I'm Espen Intersano. That is all the time we have for today. Join us next time on the Social Media Minute from ESPN Radio.